Oh, what timing he has there, my friend. That was perfect timing.
Listen to me. The timing is the timing because the red light is officially on and it is SummerSlam week. That is right. We are just a hot second away from SummerSlam. And tonight, the Good Brothers are going to talk about why SummerSlam is going to be absolutely insane. Find out that and more after we hear how excited my guy, LA Knight, is excited for SummerSlam. LA Knight, are you excited for SummerSlam, brother?
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Let's get it.
Houston, we have a problem.
Yes!
Way to hold down the woo. That was it. Welcome to the Wrestling Wrealm Now podcast, where we take a deeper dive into the world of professional wrestling. Now, follow us on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Threads, X, and Facebook at the Wrestling Wrealm. Like, subscribe, and engage in the conversation with us. You can watch all of our Wrestling Wrealm content anytime on youtube.com/The Wrestling Wrealm. I am your host, the big man, the realness himself, the real Dwayne Allen. He is your host, Brother Hugh, A to the A to the S, P to the H to the E, 3 to the R, to the D, in the building eventually. And he is your host, not just any guy, but the guy, the Belt King, Brandon, the guy, in the building tonight. And he is your host, on location at SummerSlam 2004, Mr. Steal Your Show. Brian H. Waters is not in the building tonight, but he is once again on location live in Cleveland, Ohio for SummerSlam this weekend. We have a lot to get into today, and guess what? We're not going to hesitate, but before we get into the show, let me tell you a few things. Listen up, ladies and gentlemen. All your Wrestling Wrealm apparel and needs, shop now at WrestlingWrealm.com for t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, and more. So if you want to support the brand, if you just want some merchandise or some good, cool, goddamn t-shirts, head over to WrestlingWrealm.com, and that is where you can purchase those items. Shipping takes a little bit, but that's okay. Be patient with us. But you don't have to be patient with us if you subscribe to our Patreon channel at patreon.com/the-wrestling_realm for all exclusive shows and bonus material. You can subscribe for just as low as $1. Brandon, the guy, uses the prize. Brian needs to say the line, but I guess ask you to say the line. What should they do?
Pay the one.
Pay the one. You can subscribe for just as low as $1. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it is patreon.com/the-wrestling_realm for all exclusive shows and bonus materials. Now, I'll tell you another bonus. Word on the street is SummerSlam tickets might have slightly dropped right before the show. So if you were trying to see, look, the guy got a last minute email. So if you were trying to get tickets off your SummerSlam tickets at the last minute, guess what? SeatGeek has proudly partnered with the Wrestling Wrealm and given us our own promo code, Wrestling Wrealm. So you can save yourself $20 on any one-time purchase of $50 or more. And guess what? If you use one email, just do yourself a solid and use another email. SummerSlam tickets, especially if you're buying more than one, is going to cost you more than $50 anyway. So do yourself a solid and save yourself a few dollars using our promo code Wrestling Wrealm for SeatGeek.com. Hurry up, quick, fast, and in a hurry, because SummerSlam is going to be absolutely bonkers, and we are going to get into it momentarily. But if you would like to advertise with Wrestling Wrealm, you can do so by contacting us at WrestlingWrealm@gmail.com. Please put in the subject line advertise, and we will get back to you. We'll negotiate some things. We'll give you some rates, and we'll see if we'll be a good fit. So with that being said, you already know what time it is. What time it is. What time it is.
What time is it?
It's time. It's championship culture time.
Mhm.
We got to get some like Rocky music or something like that just to lead you into this to the championship culture segment. For those who have been living under a rock, championship culture is the newest, the biggest, and baddest brand to the wrestling community space here on the Wrestling Wrealm, curated by Brandon, the guy, the Belt King himself, and super producer Brother Hugh has the third. Season 1, 25 episodes, and a bonus episode. Don't worry, Brother Brandon, I'm not going to put up that Christmas photo. But youtube.com/the Wrestling Wrealm playlist Championship Culture. Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Championship Culture is live and in living color to help us all better get acquainted with everything championship related, whether we're talking belts, whether we're talking customs, whether we're talking replicas, and in some cases, even toys. We'll get to that in a second. But this season 2 has just been absolutely bonkers. It's been flying off the rails, and it's actually coming to an end soon, but not quite. So if you miss Championship Culture yesterday, as in Tuesday at 8 p.m., we are here to break it down. No pun intended. Shout out to Brian H. What exactly Championship Culture was about this week, Brother Brandon? This is your time to shine. There is no rock, paper, scissors because Brother Hugh isn't in the building just yet. But, sir, what was this latest episode of Championship Culture about this Tuesday?
So before I tell you about this Tuesday, let me tell you about Season 2. Season 2 has been probably the most impactful out of the 2 seasons because Season 1 was a good season. But this has been a wow, right in the kisser, almost like, a Batman pun, But we discussed something very important yesterday, something very near and dear to everybody's heart, right? And we had a special guest, too. Did you know that, Rhodes?
Now, I heard you guys had a special guest, but I wouldn't know how special it really was. But who exactly was a special guest yesterday?
Oh, who was it? It was none other than the 6'12" realness himself. Because, as he liked to say, we talked about the wonderful world of toy belts and how special they are to not only collectors, but to, those adults, and it takes us back to those moments. But I would employ anybody to, once you finish watching the flagship show tonight, go back to, youtube.com/Wrestling Wrealm. Look at the playlist Championship Culture. If you want to see some in-depth insight on the wonderful world of toy belts, if you want to hear some stories that, I'm not crying, you're not crying, at one point it felt like somebody was starting to chop onions, but I was
feeling it a little bit.
Yes. A lot of stories were shared, a lot of things were held, and it all stemmed from, these wonderful things that I keep flashing on the screen. But, my collection is nothing compared to the Realness collection. If you want to see his belts, I implore you to go back and watch that episode because I made him show him. I know he still had something that he didn't have with him. I know he did. So don't worry. We're going to talk about that, but this is 2 of the 3 that I have. But Realness, usually this is the part after we talk about the show, I usually wait for, a certain segment of time because the highlight of when you ask me about what Championship Culture is always about the notes. And this time is going to be even more, I don't want to say more special because that sounds crazy. This time is going to be actually unique because when you're on the show, you still have notes for the show. So Realness, what you got for us?
Well, if you're just going to go ahead and say it, let's not waste any time because guess what? I've got notes.
First off, who doesn't love that? Who doesn't love that? That was awesome. Awesome. That's all I'm going to say. It was so awesome. Good.
Oh,
good
boy.
This
was the last of the Realness takeovers of season 2 for Championship Culture. And we talked about a particular subject that is near and dear to my heart. And if you go back and you watch it, once again, youtube.com/The Wrestling Wrealm, playlist Championship Culture. Season 2, you will hear so many passionate stories from myself and then many of the people that we acknowledge in the comments about where belt collecting started for majority of us wrestling fans. And ladies and gentlemen, spoiler alert, it started with toy belts. Even this toy belt that you're seeing now, and those who are probably listening to it, it is the WWF foam belt on navy blue backing. Such a special show for me to be a part of because I got to talk about how I was able to collect because I was never really in a space early on in my life to collect replicas, but as a child, The belt was everything. That's how you knew you were a champion. And we got into it quite often. But like I said before, I've got notes. That's for you, Brian H. I know you're listening, sir. So with that being said, toy belts. Toy belts. Man, I first started collecting toy belts. My first experience, like I said, was in 1995. It was a brown WWF World Heavyweight Championship belt that my godbrother had got at one of those live events that my godfather used to take him to all the time. But my first title was, like I said, that WWF Attitude Era foam belt, and I carried that belt everywhere. With that being said, some logistics. I have literally 13 foam toy belts that I've collected over the years. What else do I have? Oh, yeah. Oh, I left out some important facts about people collecting belts now versus collecting belts before. Collecting belts was a joke. It was a very, very niche audience, right? It's because, it was a lot of gatekeeping involved. Brother Brandon, you know this more than anybody. Everybody doesn't want to give up their belt guy or their dealer or their person they work with because they want to be the biggest and baddest belts on the block. But
I'll take care of it for you. I want to control everything. They were controlling the market to the point that you didn't know who to trust.
See? Well, with that being said, I control the toy market. That's the end of my notes.
And we can't not let this.
Just get those wonderful toys.
We spent majority of the evening, and everything always culminated into just this one part.
Just get those wonderful toys.
So that was the inspiration for last night's episode of Championship Culture. So go back and check that out. If you have your own memories, your own stories about being a kid growing up with your own toy championship belts, it's a legacy that we've passed on to children from generation to generation. And we talked about all types of toy belts from where they started to where they are now. It was such a fun show. Plenty of shenanigans, and we shout out to everyone that participated and shared their stories because they're very heartfelt stories. And I feel like,
and it feels like
that's right. Okay. We come in with the shenanigans, baby.
What? I want to know why I got this. I got the Tranquilo Los Ignorables de Japón Andrade SmackDown fist. Like, whose body is it? It's like a kid holding the toy belt, but.
That's young Dwayne. What you talking about?
I think the problem that bothers me, I think what bothers me most, it's an accurate photo because I've done that before.
Where's your neck? I don't know what it man.
It's back there. It's back there. It's a little bit. You can see it if you really look. If you look real close, you can see a little bit of it.
If you're listening, I applaud you. Go over to YouTube.com.
That is absolutely terrible.
Search for the Wrestling Wrealm, Wrealm with a W, because you need to see this picture. This picture. Actually, it'll probably wind up on X or Twitter or Facebook in like the next 5 minutes. I'm just going. Yep. Good job.
Unbelievable.
Good job, guys.
Nah, it's cool. Nah, it's okay. The crazy part is when we first started the show and I saw it pop up, I said, "Oh, here we go." I said, "I caught him," because usually, brother, you try to slide in the mix, but I'm like trying to do my producer thing, and I'm like, "Nope, there he is. He's fooling around." But like I said,
good evening, fellas. My fault. I had some technical difficulties. I'm sorry.
You good, bro? Trust me. You talking to the king of technical difficulties. I missed like 4 shows. Because the Wi-Fi one day act stupid, so you ain't got to apologize for nothing.
Remember his pose,
right? Exactly. Just stuck there. And the part that used to bother me, I used to keep going. I'd be rocking and rolling, and then they're like, "Nope." I'm like, "Why they cut me off?" I'm like, "Oh crap, they can't even hear me." But it's okay. We've found a solution. So technical difficulties happen, but if you're not having any technical difficulties about last night's show, I encourage you, please go back and watch this. It's probably one of the most fun episodes that I've been a part of, and like I said, season 2 is winding down, and before you know it, season 3 will be completely in the mix. So with that being said, good brothers, you know what we are here. You know what we're here to talk about. You know what today is. This is the week of SummerSlam, the biggest party of the summer. This is WrestleMania of August, right? We are here. We are going to talk about SummerSlam. We're going to break down the card. We're going to break down predictions. We're going to break down all the shenanigans and everything in between. Woo! Right. So if you are listening, I apologize now. Turn your volume down because you are going to hear woos and yes and all types of things.
Ooh, yeah.
Tonight is going to be one of those shows. But before we get into that, usually we do a segment early on that's called What Did You Watch? Now, like I said, if you've been living under a rock, if you haven't heard the show, which I know that you have, What Did You Watch is a segment where we discuss what we kind of got into during the week so we can get our minds and our hearts prepared to discuss a little bit of wrestling. So with that being said, let's not waste any more time. Gentlemen, what did you watch? Brothers, it's SummerSlam. It's SummerSlam week, right? Now, usually Brian H is a traditionalist. So whatever pay-per-view is coming up that week, he usually spends the prior week watching either previous versions of that of that PLE, the pay-per-view, whatever it may have been. Now, I'm curious, with Brian H on the road, what did you brothers watch this week?
So I'm gonna jump ahead and I'm gonna tell you this. You will be proud of me, Realness. And I think you is gonna get a little bit of joy when I tell you what I watched. Because on Saturday, I did something that you will be proud of me for, Realness.
Did you watch a sports show?
I watched a sports show. I was actually in attendance for a sports show. I literally was in No, I was at the Orioles game. I watched the Orioles play.
Baseball? Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa, come out.
And yep.
Wait.
And guess what? I'm gonna tell you everything that happened in like 2 seconds. All right, you ready?
Really? That's all I was gonna say. 2 seconds.
Yeah. They started the game and they were mad because the Manny guy is on the other team now. And he used to be with us. So now he just wearing a different color jersey. Yeah. So and then they were booing when he came out there, they were booing him because he's with the other team now, right? But then they got a base hit, and instead of throwing it, he threw it to the second base and he missed. And the man already threw it and they wound up on first. So that was like with the first 5 minutes. But then the sweat started getting in my eye and I started sweating and I kept going back to get water because they had free ice and I had some Sprite. Yeah, I had some water. Then I had some Sprite. And then I wanted to get a beer, but the beer man kept walking past me, so I just went back and got some ice. And then the sun was still happening. Yeah, and then they were still mad. And then the pitcher got hit with the ball, and then they switched him out because they were losing. And then we left because the game was over because they lost.
Well, god dang, Brandon, you went to a baseball game.
And I wore a jersey. I forgot to say what number it was here. Yeah, I had a jersey on.
Come on. We got to give this guy a round of applause. Not only did he go to a sports game, he actually followed what happened, and he wore a jersey. Shout out to you, brother Brandon. Wow. That's a great way to start off. What did you watch, Brother Hugh? I don't know how you're going to top that one, but hey, why not? What did you watch, good brother?
Well, I started off, because I had a good old jury duty, right?
Oh no, we talked about that.
Yeah, jury duty. So I sat there all day. I sat there all day, and of course, I watched my guy, Mr. Ziggler,
Brother Zigzag.
Yes, sir. I watched.
He's not your guy anymore. You didn't wish him a happy birthday. Stop it.
I know. That's don't disrespect me on air like that though. Why you had to? Okay, that's cool. But yeah, that's what happened. I watched him. I watched the match that I remember watching was him and John Cena for the Money in the Bank briefcase, and of course he took Cena out, and of course later on he cashed in, became champion. But then later on that weekend, I watched a whole lot of women's football. It was Super Bowl season or playoff championship season for women's football league.
2 sports in one show. Look at that. Look at us. We're some experts now. Yeah,
D Willie would be so proud.
I know.
Yes. Let's talk about
I'm ready to go in or out. I'm ready to go in and out and talk about the Orioles now. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Oh my gosh, that is going to be terrible.
It's going to be exciting. You know what happened last time?
Yeah, somebody got hit. You wore a jersey and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's what I heard. Yeah.
Oh, but, I'm sorry, Hugh. I forgot to mention the most important thing. The most important thing. The Orioles, they think they slick. The cup sizes of the French fries are smaller now.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the one thing you paid attention to, huh?
Hugh, tell them why I pay attention to that. What is the one thing I get whenever we go somewhere?
I don't know, but did you get a crab mac and cheese hot dog?
No, because I only wanted French fries because it was 900 degrees out there and I sweated off about 16 pounds. Okay.
That's the thing. Yeah. No,
I brought a hat and I sweated that out, and it was so hot outside. I put it on the rail and it dried in 5 minutes, and I sweated it out again.
Oh, dang. That's unfortunate.
So back to your football. Let's talk about the football sports. This is the one that I like. Let's talk about that one.
Now, I did a whole lot of shooting for the WFA, which is the Women's Football Alliance championship season. Like I said, a lot of winners. It was 3 championship games, 3 different divisions, and then of course the Baltimore Nighthawks. They started in the All-Star game or the All-American game, which of course I was there doing photos. And good news.
Back like never left, baby.
Absolutely. And your boy got his images in his first article. So shout out to me. Thank you.
Yeah, hold on. You are officially a published photographer now. Come on now.
Go,
there's a lot of round of applause going on today.
Let's go. I'm happy. I pat myself in the back, But yeah, I had a great weekend. Went on down to the Hall of Fame, checked that out. In Canton, Ohio, and just chilled out. Had some good times, chilled with the ladies, and took some great photos.
Well, shout out to you, brother Hugh. Making it happen. You brothers are talented and moving. You got sports events and all kind of stuff going on, man. This is amazing. And I think that everybody is probably in the right space, except me.
Ooh.
Now, I don't know why, but for some reason, we're supposed to be preparing for SummerSlam. I'm so excited about the match card that's in front of us that I'm still stuck watching old TNA stuff all week. I have not officially broken out of it. Like, I got all these like TNA guys over here. I got Rhino, I got old AJ, I got Kevin Nash, I got Samoa Joe, I got a little Jeff Hardy action going on.
You got short hair, short pants, AJ?
Which this is transition AJ. This is like this is like just leaving TNA. This is Royal Rumble debut AJ, but he counts. It counts.
Okay, I thought you had. Don't you have the figure with the shorts and
well, no, they haven't. That's not. I used to like that AJ until I saw this AJ, but it's okay. But I've been stuck watching TNA all week. But I said to myself, you know what? Realness is probably not a bad thing. It's because for once, I'm literally excited about what is in front of us as far as what we're going to get at SummerSlam, and that is the focus of tonight's show. Because brothers, SummerSlam is going to be insane. It is going to be hot, and I am so blown away by what Triple H and his crew has put together. So brothers, let's not waste any time and jump right into SummerSlam 2004 live in Cleveland, Ohio. This is one of the best looking SummerSlam cards I have seen in a long time. And brothers, I got a feeling, not that everything's going to be all right, but I got a feeling that there is more than meets the eye when it comes to this year's SummerSlam card. And I say that's because I'm seeing a great balance of talent. I'm seeing a great balance of crossover appeal, and I'm also seeing a great deal of our favorite thing in the world, and that is shenanigans. So
real quick before we move on.
I have
an exclusive image. Brother Brandon, while he was at the Orioles game, he sent me a photo showing his big smile and how excited he was, and I just wanted to share that with everybody.
Share it with the world. Are you kidding me?
I'm sure.
Sir, okay, we went past that. We're in the summer.
No. Here we go. There it is.
Oh, jeez.
Look at all that joy and happiness on his face.
He looks like he doesn't want to be there.
Oh, it was so hot. It was so hot.
No, you look so annoyed.
That's when my hat, I sweated out my hat and I put it on the railing for it to dry off. And yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was the heat and fries, right?
The heat.
LA Knight, does Brother Brandon look like he was excited to be at this Orioles game?
Can you
LA
take
Knight
that
thinks
picture
you're
off?
excited to be at this game.
Why is it still up? I mean, remind me never to send you anything ever again.
Absolutely. You are
Oh,
welcome.
my God.
Just wanted to share that with the world.
You walked right into that one, man. There's no how to way to start off SummerSlam. But listen, brother Heath, you have any more images? Let's just pass it around. I mean, there's going to be photos. I'm just saying, just pass it around. So if there's going to be photos, everybody should just get one because you started off with me. You came in the gate hot with me, and then now you got Brother Brandon. So.
He definitely did. Now we gotta get him back to realness. You know that, right?
Oh yeah, you got a receipt coming. You know this is the wrestling business.
Oh, absolutely. I know. I'll be ready.
He knows it. The sad part is he knows it. But realness, when you look at this poster, right? I was gonna ask you something. What do you said it's the hottest card, the hottest thing? What is the one thing that you notice?
It's about as hot as you was at the Oreo game. There it is. Booyah! My bad. I'm done. That's cool.
So what the point I was trying to make, do you realize a theme of this whole poster? And I don't know if you probably picked up on it. I'm seeing
these are not normal matchups. These are like grudge matches, right? Like no pun intended. And I know we have a pay-per-view coming up or PLE coming up in Atlanta called Bad Blood, but I'm seeing a full match card with bad blood between every competitor at this year's SummerSlam. What are you seeing, sir?
So I'm seeing, and minus Drew McIntyre, because he's the only one that might be an exception to this. There are no Vince McMahon guys in this poster. This looks like this is all Triple H's projects that he has been behind.
Is that true?
Look at him closely. These are all
Drew's
Triple H projects. That's why I said Drew might be the only exception, but this is
you did say that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said Drew is the only. Yeah, if you really think about it, these are all Triple H's projects.
We know how much he was takeover on steroids.
Right. Look, Bayley was his homegrown talent that he had the backing of, right?
Yeah.
This is CM Punk. He brought CM Punk back. Let's call it what it is.
He confirmed. He confirmed I came back because Vince is pretty much not there.
Yep. And look at McIntyre. Is a different McIntyre than what we had. The smiling, happy baby face. This is the NXT.
Yeah, exactly.
NXT and Sami Zayn is almost back to his NXT. Sami Zayn. This is all Triple H saying, "This is my talent." And I hate that we don't have a tag match, but we got a 3-hour pre-show that might give us at least one tag match out of the whole deal.
I think DIY and defending titles that Friday.
That Friday, right?
Yeah.
So
you guys were just mad at Sami Zayn. You guys were just mad at Sami Zayn the other day. Now you like, look at him. He's back to his NXT form, which he is though. He's
I didn't say I wasn't still mad at him.
He's not like happy-go-lucky Sami Zayn. I think Bron Breakkers brought something out of him. But we can't rush. We got to do this. Let's pick a match. Yes. Let's jump into it first. We're gonna save Cody and Solo for last out of respect for him being the world champion. Brothers, where do you want to start first? Where do we go when we first break this card down? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, let's start there.
And what you
bam.
Yep. Homegrown
LA Knight
hero, right?
Homegrown hero. LA Knight and freaking Logan Paul. First of all, Logan Paul's a megastar. He has been, I know we talk about Bad Bunny a lot, but to me, he has been the most successful crossover celebrity turned professional wrestler in the history of the business. I'm so thoroughly impressed with everything that he does. And LA Knight is just a superstar. I want to say in the making, but I'm saying long time coming. Brothers, let's start with LA Knight versus Logan Paul in the hometown. How do we feel about this particular matchup for the United States Championship? Who wants to go first?
Oh, buddy. Go ahead, Hugh, because it's the reason I want to start with this first.
But go ahead.
The only reason I want to start with this first because we know we got the DIY match happening on Friday, and that's, Johnny Wrestling. Let's call it what it is, back home, right?
Yeah. Sure.
We don't know what Logan Paul reception is going to be, and the Vince McMahon thinking is down out the door. I think this is LA Knight's crowning moment in front of it because he could take the crowd. Yeah, and the thing is, the bad blood situation next month, no one would. I hate to say this, but Logan Paul is going to carry the match and make it the standout moment. And then what better way to kick off the show?
Well, that's his job. He always does that.
And I keep going back to this match. Like, it's giving me Young Bucks feeling. Like, you don't want to root for him, but you're like, dang, it's just so good.
That's exactly
every time. And
Young
I'm
Bucks
like,
heat. That's what we call
like,
it now. Young Bucks heat.
And he plays this. I don't know if that's really him or what. I don't know, enough of him, because you see his interviews. He's just Logan Paul all the time. That's just
exactly. Yeah.
And it's like, this match, I believe, should kick off because it's the biggest deal to get everybody going. You know what I mean? Because Logan Paul going to do something over. It's going to be off the wall, and it's going to LA Knight's going to bring something out of it because he has a good dance partner now.
Mm-hmm. No, I think I don't disagree with you, brother. What about you, brother Hugh? How you feeling about LA Knight versus Logan Paul? And let's add a wrinkle to it. Them starting the show.
I'm cool with it. It makes sense with Logan Paul being, hometown, let's say hometown hero. It makes sense if they do start the show. It's going to be a great match because it's going to be similar to what WrestleMania 40 was for LA Knight.
Sure.
With him and AJ. Yeah. That match, I didn't think it was going to be that good, but hey, with AJ in the ring, you can't go wrong. I'm not saying LA Knight is a slouch. He can go, but as you alluded to, Logan Paul is something different.
Yes, he is.
I don't know,
special.
like, it's amazing, like how good he is at wrestling. So I'm expecting a very good match, very entertaining match. So.
And I think that's the key, brother Hugh. That Logan Paul has, I don't know how, like I said, I get chills as I think about it, but he has mastered the perfect balance for understanding entertainment and also having the athleticism to be able to keep up in the ring and do the things that he's able to do, which I think is it's a special thing that everybody just can't do, right? So for him to be able to do what he does, and he always brings, once again, my favorite thing is shenanigans to the match. He always has one of his cronies or another influencer. Like, he had Show Speed. I didn't know who the heck he was until he showed up with Logan Paul. But the kids watch him. The kids knew all about these streamers and stuff like that. Show Speed's he's on the Mount Rushmore of streaming with him, with Kai Cenat and the other guys and who are involved. So it's like he always brings this good heel energy. Like, I would never want to see Logan Paul as a good guy, because he just does what he does well. But are we all convinced that LA Knight is going to win this match and he has his crowning moment, his first singles championship running?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, guess what? I think LA Knight probably agrees with you.
All he had to do was drop an elbow. He just had to drop an elbow.
The third year is the best one.
He's going to drop an elbow like Ric Flair his woos. That's
right.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with that. But nah, Ric Flair is definitely known for dropping that elbow with
right.
But like I said, we have a 7-match card, which is a little bit more lengthier than usual. It's usually 3 to 5. Well, not 3 to 5, but it's usually 5 matches that we have that are solid. But of course, SummerSlam is a big show, big stadium show. Like I said, it's WrestleMania of the summertime. So where do we go next? So we start off hot with Logan Paul, LA Knight. We got LA Knight winning. We have Logan Paul with some type of shenanigans, but ultimately LA Knight wins new United States Championship. Where does the card go next? What should the fans expect after LA Knight versus Logan Paul?
Booker Man.
You said who?
Go ahead,
we're going to the Booker Man.
I started the show off.
You're the man that books the shows. What's up? You got it.
First of all, this is like they call this the gold rush, right? Because there's a lot of titles on the line. So it's like
6 of the 7 titles.
I think you got to go straight to the women.
Yeah, you got to give my women's match next. But
big sexy. Big sexy. Hey, big sexy. Hey. Let's go. I'm done.
Nia Jax versus Bayley for the WWE Women's Champion. The Queen of the Ring faces off with a longtime rival in Bayley. Gentlemen, where do we see this match potentially going? Here's why I'm asking. Nia Jax has had probably one of the better comeback stories to WWE, which is amazing. You know what I mean? She's been able to do so much and then to leave and to come back and get right back in that space that she was in before she left. But Bayley might have had a bigger comeback story from being a heel to a face to back, you know, from that devastating injury, that knee injury, and then now getting back to the top of the mountain. First of all, Bayley's one of my favorite wrestlers ever of all time. She is that good. Men, women, everything. I'm not saying women's wrestler. No, she's one of my favorite wrestlers. Her, Oscar, Charlotte Flair. The list goes on. Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks. You know, the list goes on. Those five. Oof. In any day of the week, just put on a match along with Rhea, Ripley, and Bianca. Say this is getting crazy out here in the streets. But Bayley has gotten back to the top of the mountain, and now she is facing probably an insane matchup and competitor in Nia Jax. She has a lot of momentum. I can't read this one. I don't know how you brothers feel about it, but I'm like, man, I don't know what direction you go with this. So you know what? This is why we're doing this tonight. We're doing this live in front of the people. So where do we go? We have Nia Jax. We have Bayley. Does Bayley retain? Does she stay WWE Women's Champion? Or is this Nia Jax's time for her to get to the top of the mountain? It seems kind of short for Bayley, but you just never know in this Triple H era. But what do you guys think? Let's talk to Brother Hugh. That's your woman, big, sexy Nia Jax. Does she go over this time? What's the vibe?
I believe she goes over. I wanted to go over, for sure. But what if a Miss Tiffany Stratton tries to cash in and cost her the title? But
dang it, brother.
Is it too early? Is it too early for that friendship to end?
No.
I think it is. I think it is.
You think it's too early for that friendship to end?
Yeah, because you can stretch it out into a longer storyline.
But what if Nia Jax doesn't win? Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I freaked that's what you get. See, I freaking forgot about the alliance between Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton. Not really like, oh shoot, it would make sense for Tiffany Stratton to cozy up to Nia Jax, is because of course she wants Nia Jax to beat the tar out of Bayley and then cash in. Like, okay, yeah, listen, go ahead, beat her down. You're the good. I don't want you to win. That's why she's being friends with her. You know what I mean? Have her lose, and then like, okay, cool, time for me to cash in, and then time really starts.
Right. My only beef is, well, coming from the business perspective again, we still don't have that new briefcase. We still don't have that new briefcase, right?
How do you know it doesn't debut?
Get it on Saturday. Is we getting it on Saturday?
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. You get that, right?
Is the SummerSlam store open? Is the SummerSlam store open?
Yeah, of course it has to be. Oh, snap. We got it running.
Ew. Is that Devon Dudley?
Why do you say like that? But if the SummerSlam store is open, who's to say he won't debut tomorrow? That's
what I'm saying.
Friday.
No, Friday. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
You guys have been at those shows where, like you said, they've held off merchandise at a certain period of time and then eventually let it loose. You know what I mean?
Right.
Who's to say that this is no different situation?
And see, the only thing I'm thinking is because Triple H made a big deal about the king and queen in the ring, one of them has to get the title. So that way you can always say, you got to make the king and the queen a big deal.
See?
What better way to make it a big deal? Putting one of the titles on one of them. So if Damien doesn't win, I mean, if he doesn't retain, then she's going to retain. I mean, she's going to win.
No, he's not winning. Brian H, what a surprise running, buddy. On location, live in Cleveland, Ohio. We're talking about Bayley and Nia Jax. See, we are getting stronger in our investigating skills in the Triple H era because Brandon just threw a wrinkle in there. I need to know what you think about that. Right. First of all, I forgot Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax was friends. I'm so locked into everything else. Look, I'm doing timestamps and codes because you're not here and everything. Look.
Look at you. Look, I'm proud. You doing the timestamp.
Trying to be Mr. Producer. Bro, I'm trying to do it all, right? So when he said that, I said, oh, shoot. It just threw me completely off what the heck we was even talking about in the first place. And I was like, wait a minute now, because I thought it was going to be a cool matchup between two titans that's going to go toe-to-toe. Then I realized, oh, shoot. Tippy time, briefcase. No. And then what Brandon said, Brandon, in this Triple H era, Brian H., one of those king or queens have to win because they added the stipulation. Like, okay, cool.
You got to make it make sense.
So is it Nia Jax's night? Will the Queen of the Ring be the new WWE Women's Champion?
I'll have to go with a yes.
Really?
I think Nia. Yeah, I think Nia goes. I think Nia does her thing. I think it's time.
Uh-oh. Did he freeze?
Look,
What does that mean?
He just
Oh yeah,
no.
he pulled one of you. He pulled one of your moves.
He's got Wi-Fi. I wonder if he knows that he's stuck because when I was going and I just kept going.
He's right.
And I was just like,
you know what?
rolling.
The day I was stuck, he and which color was still having a conversation on screen. I was like, so y'all didn't get none of that?
No, none of it.
But real,
yes, sir.
Who do you have going on? Because who do you have going?
I officially have Bayley. Nah, shoot, I got Bayley. I got Bayley losing.
But see, because I don't know. I'm torn too because I feel like we're gonna get the pink briefcase on Friday.
It was your fault.
She's too chummy with her.
I was cool once again until I was talking to Brother Hugh and Brother Brandon because I forgot about Tiffany Stratton. That's the next factor. This wasn't a match I was expecting shenanigans, but now it is because I'm like, okay, cool. She's been, like you said, she's been buddy with Nia Jax. They're going to debut a new briefcase. And then Bayley, if you think about the type of superstar she is, she's not about just having her moments. She's about putting over the next generation.
Absolutely.
That's why she wanted to do damage control. Like she is so smart. She understands the importance of, bro, if I stay at the top by myself and you don't have time to create dance partners, this is going to get boring after a while.
Absolutely.
And the women only have certain time in a lot of spots, so they have to take full advantage of it. And why not get that program started? Because now Bayley can chase Tiffany Stratton and Tiffany Stratton can learn from the master.
Yeah, remember Triple H said Bayley has been putting herself in the back burner for so long. It was time for her to be in the spotlight. But if Tiffany is the champion, and I'm not saying she's going to be, you still got the other people that can chase her too. And it can also,
bingo.
It also opens the door for Bayley to form a tag team in a small time with somebody if she wants to keep going.
Okay, fair enough. But I'm almost convinced that Bayley will retain. Nia Jax will get angry and beat her up, and then we'll get a Tiffany Stratton cash in. I'm almost sure of it.
Well, what if
is your Wi-Fi available now?
Don't you say it. You better not say it. You better not say what I'm gonna say.
What if she just steals it? Oh my God! What if she just steals it from under her nose?
What do you mean?
Like
just
during the match, like somehow, some way, I don't know. Maybe both of them are knocked out, or something. And Tiffany comes in, cashes in, steals
turns
it,
into a
and then
three-way dance.
No, she just wins it, and then it turns into a Nia versus Tiffany type feud going on down the line. And of course, you have Bayley. It's still there because she wants her championship back. It can go that way, or you can have another failed cash in. And I'm leaning towards a failed cash in just because of the briefcase. If they come back with a funky looking briefcase, something bedazzled, then we're gonna have it for a while because they're gonna want to sell it.
What if she teases the cash in but doesn't actually do it? I don't know. See, this is too much. We have to move on.
There's too many options.
This is
Nia's winning.
More complicated.
That's what I'm going with.
Brother Hugh saying Nia's winning. What about you, Brother Brandon?
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna stick with Bayley. I think Bayley gonna retain.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Bayley too.
I'm gonna stick with I'm gonna stick with Bayley.
All right.
I checked the WWE shop to make sure it's no.
Look, he's that's the investigation stuff kicking in. We're gonna.
Don't let him lie to you. He's checking belt prices.
Yeah, well, obviously. Let's move on to the next card. I'm assuming they're just gonna go with the momentum of what we're looking at. I'm assuming this most likely could probably be next. Bron Breakker versus Sami freaking Zayn. Now, gentlemen, this is the best I've seen Bron Breakker. This is the most intense I've seen Sami Zayn in a long time. Bron Breakker is here. From where he started to where he is now is a very, very short time. And I'm like, yo, this is rather intense. I am so enthused about what's his name? Bron Breakker, his status, his deliveries. You guys see his promo he did on Monday? His little backstage segment when he was just cutting a promo about Sami Zayn. Like, look, he's already preparing for his next career. He's a comedian now. Like, yeah, sure. He beat me last time, but because I made a rookie mistake. And I was like, yo, I believe what he's saying. This character, who he is, how he's coming across, yo, I'm like, okay. Bron Breaker's here. He's ready to carry that title. Like, he is up next. Like, I'm seeing a superstar in the freaking making in Bron Breakker. And Sami Zayn is a perfect dance partner for someone like him because Sami Zayn, one, is unselfish in the ring, and he is a pro's pro. He's the ring general. No pun intended to my man Gunther. But Sami Zayn, Bron Breakker, brothers, who do you have? Where are we going with this?
I feel like Bron has to win.
Why does he have to win? It's key that you said that. You said he has to win.
He took that first loss. He put on a good match. To me, right now, Sami, he's getting tied up into that Judgment Day beef with Jey Uso and all that foolishness. They could be setting it up for a mini bloodline type thing, reunion type thing.
Go
later on down the line.
We get into
later on down the line. So that might be it. But I think you just have to put it on Bron right now. Like you said, this dude is killing it right now. His promos are on point. He's going to be the next big star. So give him a chance with the title while he's hot. People love him. Give it to him and let him see what he do with it. Let him see what he does with it. You know what I'm saying? So I say go with Bron.
The guy. Do you agree with Brother Hugh? Is Sami Zayn going to fall to the Breaker Man? What's his nickname? He doesn't have a nickname. What are we going to call Bron
Breaker? He is badass Bron Breaker. Remember?
I stand corrected.
I thought it was Billy Gunn.
Right.
There's only one badass, and that's Billy Gunn. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh boy, that's so disrespectful. Because I agree with Brandon. I'm like, no, he's right. I shouldn't agree with Brandon. You're right. There's only one.
But no, that's what they call him.
I know, but that's what he goes after. Yeah. I mean,
but so I agree with Hugh, but I agree with him for different reasons. Because I think that the old school mentality that Triple H has been shifted into our minds. Sammy's got to get out of that Intercontinental title because he's going to go to the world title picture. He's got to be a dance.
Another world. Didn't have to be that way, Brandon. God dang it.
No, I'm saying he has to go into that because look how he's done with the world title. He keeps having these contenders flow in and out.
Okay,
and he needs Sami in that category.
Okay.
So now you got an Ilyanov coming into the picture. You got a Bronson Reed. You got a Sheamus that can hold down that division. Move Sami to that division. Exactly. And he's doing some stuff now too. So think about it. You got all these people. You still got once Chad Gable and the YS6 is done, you're gonna have something for him. And it'll be time to rotate somebody else. You got all these people and all these contenders that you need to start mixing around. And if he got us to WrestleMania, get us to SummerSlam, this will get us to the Rumble as Sami being a credible contender for one of these Bash in Berlin, maybe something. Whatever we're going to do, you need somebody just like they inserted Jey Uso, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins tied up over there. Mm-hmm. You need somebody that you can, he's here. I don't want to say next man up, but somebody that you can put in that. Yeah, you can put in that won't miss a beat. And plus, Bron Breaker's 26, Sami's 40. Bron Breaker still got a lot more in his career, and we've seen what the Intercontinental title can do for people's career. So have that. And then I don't want to say go ahead with him and Ilyanov because y'all know I'm biased with Ilyanov, but I'm just saying Bron Breakker and the Sheamus. Who doesn't want to see that match? Who's not going to be like, oh, you know what? That match will actually, him and Pete Dunne. We got so many other matches that would help if you get that belt off Sami. Because let's be honest, do you want to see Sami versus Sheamus, or would you rather see Sheamus versus Bron Breakker?
Yeah, no, I think you might be on to something, Brother Brandon. As you were talking about it, I was thinking like, he's probably got a point, and it makes a lot of sense. And I'm just like, oof, this is finishing school, right, for Bron Breakker. He went through it the first time in NXT, and then he did it again with Zigzag. You know what I mean? Bobby Roode. He's worked with some real veteran presence, and I think now it's kind of his time. I think this is the direction you kind of have to go in with Braun Breaker because he's too hot, he's too young, he's too, you know what I mean? Like he's a stud. Like how do you not, capitalize on him? So are we safe to say that Braun Breaker is the new WWE Intercontinental Champion?
Stop changing his music.
I think they're just trying to figure it out and just they need something that matches his vibes. Like before, like I don't like it when he wears. See, I was trying to move on, and then you start talking about certain stuff. I don't like. No, it's coming. I do not like the Steiner Brothers stuff. I don't know. I like his
hate to hear when you pull down. Why pull down the straps? Just wear shorts.
No, it's
like that always bothers me. Just wear
Scott Steiner stuff. I'm okay with it because it's a selling point. But I like him when he wears his dark color. He stick, well, first of all, I'm biased. Stick to his red. Stick to his blacks. Stick to his dark, menacing looking colors. I don't like the Steiner Brothers patterns from 1991, 2, and 3, and 4. It's like, nah, man. That's kind of. I just don't. I don't like how he's so fierce. And then he wears. You know what I mean? Now when he's a face. Yeah, now when he's a face and they want to start making toys, I get it. You know what I mean? You're gonna wear the color beat panda and the 80s prints, but let's keep him where he's at. He's young, he's menacing, he's hungry. He is up next. So we've all agreed pretty much that Braun Breaker and Sami Zayn is Braun Breaker's time. So we're making really good speed. So we're moving right along. So we have the Intercontinental Championship. Now, I don't want to call this the middle of the show, but we've got to make some decisions. So we've got about 3 matches left, maybe 4 matches left. Do we go with the ladies again? Or do we say that I think we kind of got to go with the ladies, don't we? You don't think so?
Rhea can always fit into that before the main event. Almost like a co-main event. She's proven herself that if you put her in that match, people won't get up and leave.
There's no calm down match though. So like, what do you do?
Where
do you go?
You don't need them. When it's Rhea,
there really hasn't been a calm down match.
Yeah, you don't need a calm down match.
To be honest.
Okay, so what match is next then? If that's the case,
do we go?
I think Drew. I think Drew is next.
Oh yeah, I forgot about them. So yeah.
So that's technically the first main event because we have 7 matches. There's more than one main event. So we got Drew, CM Punk.
You put the grudge match right dab in the middle because now everybody's there. They're in their seats. Everybody's ready.
Warmed up. They hot. They ready to go.
That makes sense.
And now you got to do something crazier than what Sami and Bron did because Bron going to spear Sami through something. Drew already said he's going to basically kill Punk. So this is the match that's going to have people saying, "Oh my gosh!" And the calm down match will be, if you want to call it the calm down match, I hate to say it, would be the world title match, but it's going to ramp it back up instantly. So it's really not going to be a calm down.
Yeah, and I think once again, this is what I was alluding to when I say that this is one of the hottest cards. There's no break in between these. Like you can't go to the bathroom, you can't get no funnel cake, no hot dog, or nothing. Okay, no I wouldn't want to miss anything. No, sorry, Brandon. No French fries. That's his thing. Sorry. You know what I mean? You stuck to the rock. First of all, we're gonna say the chicken nuggets for the next match. You can't even miss the beginning of this match to see Seth Rollins' entrance. Everybody's almost convinced he's going to have some type of elaborate, crazy-looking referee outfit on. And if I was a betting man, and I'm talking FanDuel, I'm almost sure that Seth Rollins is going to have some type of crazy outfit. But you have a feud that's been, this could start the show, close the show, end the show, no matter where it's at on the card.
This could be the show. This could be the show.
It really could, though. Like this is
right.
This is somebody else's pay-per-view. You could take this this could have been an AEW's pay-per-view, whatever they call it, Full Gear, whatever you want to, all in, all out, all ever, everybody. This could have been the main event over there, and this would have been insane. But we have
58.
Wow. We have
yeah, my bad.
What did he say?
I said all 59, 58.
All 59, 58. We're talking about AEW pay-per-views. He doesn't.
Yeah, he's a little slow right now.
We have CM Punk. We have Drew Mac. I know he'll get catch you later. CM Punk, Drew McIntyre. First of all, I'm appreciative of how they found a way to elongate this feud and push it off because of injuries and all the stuff. But yet it's hotter now than it was when it first got started. They found ways to keep this fresh, to keep hot.
It got worse.
It really did though. And I don't know how Triple H did it because usually it's out of sight, out of mind. But he has found a way to like Punk is out for a couple of months, comes back, gets beat up, he's off another 2 weeks. I'm like, they figured out how to tell these stories. But like I said, it goes back to this whole long-term storytelling that we've been getting from Triple H since he's got into the mix of all of this stuff. So CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins. I don't even want to begin with this match in the first place. It's because this is a shenanigan match. This match is not going to have an end. This is not. I'm almost going to be sure there's a part 2, and then most likely I'm assuming the next version of this might be a triple threat match because Seth Rollins is a face and so is CM Punk. But Seth Rollins really hates CM Punk. Like, let's make that perfectly clear. He hates him, and he has no bones about it. Like, I don't care if we're both good guys right now on TV, but I'm telling you, I hate your guts. I still got beef with you. Drew McIntyre's like, well, you got to wait because I got my hands on him first. And Seth Rollins, if you get in my way, I'm going to hurt you too.
And he said it's a Seth Rollins rules. It's whatever he says.
Yeah, come on. Like, you kidding me? Like, I'm not getting involved in this match because it's going to be violence. It's going to be a no contest. Do you guys think this match is even going to end clean? Because I'm not touching it. This is a match I'm voting for. This is not just going to end well. So they say, well, realness, who is going to win the match between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre? I'm going to tell you, nobody. What did you guys say?
Seth Rollins wins. Seth Rollins wins.
That's it.
Curve stomp both of them. and
do his dance in the ring.
Right. Or something. I mean, I don't know. Because either way, whoever wins, you're still going to talk about this match. Whoever loses, we're still going to talk about the match. Because you're going to want to see what's going to be next for him. And it's crazy because at first I was like, y'all know my feelings about CM Punk. And I was like, man, you took the man's bracelet. Like, come on down. Like, that made me slide to CM Punk. But then when CM Punk, wearing his dog on his shirt, I'm like, all right, I'm back on Drew's side. You know what I mean? Like, you're playing for sympathy. Just kick his butt already at this point. You know what I mean? Like,
now, how did you feel when Drew McIntyre took a picture with scapegoat Jack Perry? And said,
I loved it. I loved it.
Photo. Were you back on CM Punk's side on that?
Yeah, I was back on CM Punk's side. That flipped me back. I was like, yeah, Punk's got to beat him up now. He's got, what I really want to say? I was like, he's got to kick him in the mouth. Like, he's got to do his stupid kick where he hits him like this. He's definitely got to do that and break his foot again. Like, that's what I want to see, that kind of stuff. Like, they're going to wind up bloody because when he had CM Punk bloody and they rolled up the thing, I was like, oh, this got some grit in it. They really going all up. Okay. I mean, we might see AJ Lee in the the slap CM Punk. I mean, the slap Drew McIntyre. You name it, she gonna get the bracelet back. I think because they keep teasing her. It's gonna be so many shenanigans. We ain't gonna know where to stop.
Yeah, Brother Hugh, does this end well for anybody besides Seth Rollins?
I have no idea, bro.
I'm telling you, I don't want to touch it either. I don't blame you.
Like,
I don't want to touch it either.
I mean, there's not going to be a winner. You can't.
No, there's not.
This has to go on. At least to bad blood. You have to at least get to bad blood. Come on. It just makes sense.
They're going to have a round robin of gimmick matches. They're going to start off with the regular match. It's not going to work. Then it's going to be no holds barred. That's not going to work. Then they're going to put them in a cage. That's not going to work. Then they're going to put them in Hell in a Cell. That's not going to work. Then they might have to start doing like casket matches or something. Or Buried Alive. I don't know.
Exploding barbed wire.
Just not the AW version where the sparkles went off and Eddie Kingston covered. Like the that was so lazy. The Gilbert sparkles.
The Gilbert sparkles, bro.
Oh, geez, that was terrible. They could have did that so much better. Like, you could have rigged the ring to at least, if you blew the smoke out and like made the ring like fall from underneath itself. We're not here to talk about that. We're talking about Drew McIntyre.
They didn't watch Wrestling Society X. Come on, Tony Khan.
Right.
Wrestling Society X used to pull it off all the time.
Yep.
I watched Vampiro and Sean Waltman exploding in the coffin match. See, I watched that stuff. I like Wrestling Society X, even though most people didn't. But this match, gentlemen, most likely is just not going to end well. But I am happy to see it, and I know this is not going to be the last time we're going to get them in this. This is going to be a series. This is the regular season is over for them. Sorry, brother Brandon. And this is the playoffs. It's going to be a 7-game series between these guys, and I'm looking forward to figuring it out. Brother Hugh caught it. Brother Brandon's like, what?
I knew that reference. I just want to know how.
We're good. Okay.
All right. Okay.
I'm okay with that. So
you said, how did he get into it?
No, how does Seth get into it then?
Because listen to me, it's not going to end well for anybody because Seth doesn't like neither one of them. He hates CM Punk. He doesn't really like Drew McIntyre because Drew McIntyre beat him at WrestleMania. He might ruin a match. Say, I don't care about this match at all. It's about me.
Just walk up.
Dance in the ring. Think about it. He could care less. He like you don't know what he is. Like, he's not a good guy. He's not a bad guy. He's just Seth Rollins. He's gonna curse. He cursed off both of them.
none of the refs want to deal with y'all, so it's all on me. I was like, oh,
Seth Rollins
okay.
could be like, I don't care what. I got beef with both of you guys, and Adam Pearce gonna be like, I give up. So it's gonna be a triple threat match. That way, you guys can kill each other, and then now we're going to get the next version, whatever that may be, in whatever concourse. But Seth Rollins is probably going to be the one coming out smelling like roses. Just saying, it's a guess of mine. So that's going to end in a shenanigan. It's going to be a good old fashioned Dusty finish. Thank you, Dusty.
I feel like Larry's going to show up and bite somebody.
I keep thinking.
The only thing is they would have to, like, I don't know the laws in Cleveland about using animals. They'd be like, no animals were harmed in this wrestling thing that you just saw.
It's the home of the dog. It's the home of the dog pound.
See, it's all coming together.
Oh God!
Come on now.
I hate everything about you.
Wait a minute,
because he's not lying.
Right. Brother Hugh, let's ask LA Knight.
AJ Lee gonna be in the crowd. She gonna slap Drew and take the bracelet back or something.
He said it's home of the dog pound. Let's see if LA Knight agrees with Brother Hugh. LA Knight.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's definitely the third one. If that dog gets involved, Cody Rhodes gonna like, wait a minute. Can Pharaoh get involved? You know how Cody Rhodes talks.
Right.
No, Can Pharaoh be involved?
Right.
I'm just saying. So we gotta move on. Where do we go from? I keep knocking over the belt. It's just in the way. Where do we go from Drew McIntyre and CM Punk?
World title.
Next? Okay.
Yeah, we gotta go Damien Priest. Yeah.
This is the calm down match. In case you guys won't admit it, but that's technically what's going to happen. I don't think it will be because my man Gunther.
They gonna turn it up. All Raws.
Do we get back shenanigans? Because here's what I'm thinking. You got Damien Priest, who's got beef with Gunther, my guy. But I'm not so convinced that this is going to end with just Damien Priest and Gunther. Is because Finn Balor, this whole Finn Balor thing, I don't know. He has been teasing his distaste for Damien Priest kind of trying to turn face. And I'm like, he's been making things, and he said, let's settle this after WrestleMania. He's making certain comments, and even everybody's like, if Finn and Liv got something going on, or they've been in cahoots with each other because, the clubhouse got destroyed, but Finn's face was the only one that wasn't scribbled upon when she came and told the place. I was like, man, this is awkward. Damien Priest asking Finn, where's the room key? And, I'm like, wait a minute. There's a lot of teasing going on around here. And I'm like, I'm not so sure that this match. So this is what I'm saying. We're going to get back-to-back shenanigan matches. So you go from CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, shenanigans. And then now you're talking about Gunther and Damien Priest. And I'm feeling some shenanigans. What are you guys thinking? Do we get a clean finish? Do we get a new World Heavyweight Champion?
I mean, since the announcing of this match, I've been 100% Gunther. But, yeah, my bad. Yeah, thank you. But the presentation of Priest lately has been on point.
It's been some superstar action going on.
The promo he cut.
Yeah, it was real.
Raw.
It's the best one he's done.
Then you have to think about the things that's going on outside of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
He has his live show going on during SummerSlam week. Mm-hmm. Plus, he has the documentary coming out.
Yeah.
So, do you really want to take the belt off of him if those two things are coming out too?
Are they doing that on purpose?
Yeah, and then like I said, he's been phenomenal in that ring. I was wrong with his first run. His first run, it started off very, very, very slow. But now he's picking up the pace for sure. And I believe in him as a champion. I do.
I feel the conflict, Brother Hugh, because I'm thinking the same thing. Like, wait a minute, we were giving this guy a hard time at first, but now I'm like, shoot, he's just starting to pick up steam. Do we cool him off? I mean, Gunther is still Gunther, whether he wins or loses.
Right.
Because Gunther, he loses really good. Like when he loses, it's like it's not supposed to happen, but it's like it's believable. And I'm like, oh, okay, so you don't look weak when you lose. He knows how to lose well. So it's like, and then you never know. It might same thing, no contest with maybe some involvement.
So maybe They enhanced the storyline. They enhanced the storyline with Finn. Maybe that progresses that storyline, and then like Gunther loses because of that. But then Gunther wins it at Bash in Berlin.
Yeah, that's true. Like, it's not like it's no rush. You know, it doesn't have to be at SummerSlam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or what if Bash in Berlin is Gunther versus Finn?
Jacking off?
No, Finn.
Finn.
I don't know.
Because and so here's the other thing that they said it once, and I haven't heard it lately.
I forgot. He's from the UK too.
But no, I'm sorry. They said something very important one time. Mm-hmm. Only 3 people have pinned Gunther: Ilyanov, Braun Breaker, and Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
And they said it so quick. I was like, wait a minute, that is true. And Braun Breaker pinned him in NXT. And of course, we know about Ilyanov. But then Sami pinned him recently. I was like, they've been protecting this man for a purpose.
That's true.
And as first, I was like, okay, yeah, we're going to get him in Bash in Berlin either as champion or fighting for the champion. Which one makes more sense? Him going over there as the champion or him winning as the champion? Because think about what happened with Rhea Ripley. Because she went in as the champion, it was the biggest deal. She wasn't fighting for the title.
It was the drawing power.
Yeah, so and let's just say, I don't know what the ticket sales are. He wins it down. What if they sell out? Or what if, I don't know. This match, because Damien had turned it up in the last 3 weeks, it's a different Damien that I wish we would have got earlier on. But now it's like, okay, he clearly don't need the Judgment Day. He's telling y'all I don't need it. He's coming out on top of all the stuff like, I told you I got this type of deal. And he was pissed when they interfere because he's trying to prove himself. What better way to prove yourself than against the ring general who basically told you he's coming for you? And this whole privilege versus non-privilege, fighting the grit, it's just good storytelling that if Gunther wins, he's going to be the most over heel on Monday Night Raw. And do we need that right now? Or do we need to keep building Damian Priest with, can he put Raw on his back? Because think about it, he really hasn't had a chance to yet, but we don't know if he can.
That's a good question, and there's always hints in the documentaries, but the problem is by the time we see the documentaries, it's too late. It's like, oh no, the show's tomorrow. We've already wrapped up the shows, we've wrapped up our predictions, and then you see the documentary like, shoot,
you're right,
dang it.
Remember, I said I didn't trust Carlito. I think if Gunther wins by shenanigans because the Judgment Day backfires, that leads to, I feel like Finn is in the limelight for some reason to insert him into this mix.
I think Finn is going to turn on Damian Priest.
He has to. It only makes sense.
Yeah, and the crazy part is I don't even know if the Judgment Day stays together or they just boot Priest out, because it's like his was confused. Rhea Ripley is a Priest guy. Like she's she's been in his corner. You know what I mean? But Finn has been hanging with the boys. You know what I mean? Finn's got JD, he's got Carlito, he's got Dom. I'm like, well, he probably could, and they're the funny ones. He probably could run the Judgment Day on his own. You know what I mean? Without help. So I was like, I don't know. I'm conflicted, but dang it, this isn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. So what are we saying? We got to move on. What are we saying? Who wins this match? Who leads SummerSlam as the new World Heavyweight Champion?
Oh my gosh.
So look, you guys don't know either.
I'm going to say Gunther. Wins. Only because it's for Bash in Berlin, when it's such a short window.
He's got to walk in
on him. He's got to walk in with it.
Yeah.
Because think about it. You don't want to be a Drew McIntyre where you're fighting for it and you don't get it. Because now there's going to be like, this is the stigma. He's the king of the ring. Yeah. He's the king of the ring. He's got to have his crowning moment. And
shoot. You're right.
Yeah, and we got to think about that moment when he wins it.
But that's a clue too, that we forgot to put the whole piece together, the whole pizza pie. You mentioned before, like you said, the queen or the king or the queen of the ring, one of them has to win. And I have Nia Jax losing. Like I don't have her beating Bayley for whatever reason. So it's like you got to go Gunther with added shenanigans with a sprinkle of Triple H does shenanigans, but what about you, brother Hugh? Are you buying it, or are you still trying to book it in your head? He's trying to piece it.
Like
Look
I
at his
said,
face. He's trying to piece it together.
now I had Gunther, but I'm just gonna be different. I'm gonna go with Priest.
I don't trust. See, you're drinking the Kool-Aid, brother Hugh. Don't trust Triple H. Dang it, we've been through this already.
Hey,
you're not supposed to trust Triple H.
Not at all.
I'm just, hey, bro.
He's trying to get us. He's trying to get us to sympathize. Think about it. Why is he trying to get us to sympathize with? Dang it! I say we had to move on. Why is he trying to get us to sympathize with Damien Priest a few days before the goddamn show's about to start? Think about it.
The same reason they did it with Cody. What you talking about?
No, they're doing it because they want us. They're about to turn Damien Priest's face, and they want us to feel bad for him.
That makes sense.
You like, dang
what
it,
if, we thought about something. What if Bad Bunny comes back and helps Priest?
No, that's not. They can't afford. That's too much.
Look where they are. Cleveland in the Rock and Roll City, and
it's too much hotness.
You think so?
There's no roof. There's no roof over the stadium, but the roof is going to go explode. The sky's going to open up, and it's going to be like crazy.
We ain't seen Bad Bunny for a while.
You can't bring somebody that big into SummerSlam and just. That's too much. That's insane. If they do that, this is going to be like one of the craziest SummerSlams in the history of SummerSlams.
Okay. You know what? I don't even care anymore. I just want Ludwig back because I want to see the coat flip. I don't care. Whatever.
Okay. I'm okay with a coat flip.
That's fair.
I'm okay with a coat flip.
That's it.
To be continued. Triple H is I hate when we think we got stuff figured out and then Triple H got a second guess. Like I don't know, maybe something different. But we gotta move on. So now, once again, do we finally get the other women's match now? He really is. He's laughing at us.
He's watching us right now.
Yeah, the Triple H snicker.
No, he's sitting there saying, "Which song can I make more metal?" They didn't say it yet. Make it more metal. I want all rides to be more metal. And Damien put more eyeliner on. You need more metal.
Wow, more eyeliner. Speaking of eyeliner, we got Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. Oh my goodness. I think this is one of the few matches we'll actually get like a straight wrestling match, but I'm almost sure we're not, especially with Dominic Mysterio somehow involved. Where are we at now, gentlemen? This used to be an obvious answer, but with Rhea Ripley being out and the emergence of Liv Morgan and her newfound, whatever you want to call it, I'm not so sure that Rhea Ripley actually comes in and dethrones Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan has shown her range, and this story's not over with. She's about to go into crazy ex-girlfriend. Like, she's nuts. They weren't together, and yet she was heartbroken by Dominic Mysterio's words, and hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. That's in the good book. Where do we go from here, gentlemen? Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. What happens? I'm not even going to ask you who wins the match. I just need to know what the heck happens.
Come on, man. It's the same thing. I don't know what's going to happen. Because you have Finn over there doing all this little sweet stuff on the side. Then you have Dom eating raw chicken nuggets or raw dog and chicken nuggets. Isn't that what brother Water said? Yeah.
He said he don't like no color on his plate.
And then I'm still not convinced. To be honest, I'm still not convinced that Dom might not turn on Rhea. See, that's still a possibility.
We're not getting no straight matches this year at SummerSlam. It's gonna be all shenanigans.
But as much as I love Rhea, I would love for her to win. I think this ends at Bad Blood. So I believe with this new,
we can't have a whole copy and paste for Bad Blood.
Live.
We're gonna run the whole SummerSlam card back, brother Hugh.
Why not? Why not? No.
in Atlanta, inside now. We was outside. Now we're gonna bring it inside.
Right. But Liv, she elevated her character to another level now. So it's like that changed my mind. So I was just like,
same thing with Priest. Sheena, same
thing
with Priest.
Liv she might pull it out. But you just can't tell because they ain't going Finn, man. Finn.
It's crazy how like there's multiple stories here that kind of interweave it. I just realized something, bro. I don't know why I even try to put a show together like this. We not getting no straight matches. I think the only I'm telling you, I'm looking at it, I'm like, bro, it's not gonna be no breathing room to come, bro. You're
gonna be glued to it.
I'm telling you, you're not gonna be able to go nowhere because I'm looking at it. I'm like, yo, I don't think we're not gonna be able to go anywhere. Like this, there could potentially be shenanigans in every freaking match that we have. With the maybe Sami Zayn and Bron Breakker might be the only one that you might get a straight up match, but you never know with that either. But Whew, Brother Brandon.
Man,
Go ahead. What you say, brother?
Sidebar. I just watched the Bianca versus Becky Lynch match from Nashville. Was it 2022 at SummerSlam?
Yeah. Yep.
And I was there, of course. But I just remember after that match, Bayley's music hitting. Yeah. And I just got goosebumps because she's walking down the ramp right now.
Big deal.
Oh my gosh, bro. That was amazing.
I screamed.
You know what else is amazing? The story how you got to Nashville for SummerSlam that year.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, he's good. He's going past.
I'm good.
I'm good. Oh boy, you guys got the best stories. But brother Brandon, do you agree with Brother Hugh about this? Are you leaning towards Liv Morgan now that Rhea Ripley is I don't want to say she's taking a back seat to this whole Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan storyline, because it's like, ooh, this is tongue in cheek. You got to watch what you say. So we talking about raw dog and chicken nuggets and no color.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But what are you thinking? How does this end? Where do we go from here?
So my heart wants.
Bro, don't tiptoe. Don't tiptoe. You hear him? You hear him tiptoeing?
Hold up. That is nasty
work.
work. Hold on. First of all, raw dog and chicken nuggets. It just hit me. My bad. That's really nasty work, bro. You
started it.
No, Brian started it, man.
But you ran with it. Yeah, you definitely added. You added.
Oh my gosh, it's coming off.
Oh no!
Oh
Let's
boy.
get worse. Oh god, they're gonna censor us. So here's something crazy. My heart wants Rhea because we all love Rhea, right?
Of course.
Honestly,
did you see what she had on the other day?
Of course, yes.
She was backstage in her drawers. Like, yo, what are we doing, man?
Right, we are definitely back to the attitude era. We had cheeks out. We had, but. So here's something that we didn't think about.
Oh, geez. Here we go. Something else.
And I said it a couple weeks ago. Tiffany Stratton is on this show. What better way to cash in when Rhea destroys her after she loses and she takes the world title and be on Raw with her boyfriend?
Dang it. Nobody ever
and
said
I'm just saying,
there's no rules for these Money in the Banks.
Right. There's no rules, but that's now because this feud is so hot, I don't think it's going to happen. But in the Triple H world, you can't expect.
You never know.
You don't know what to think because, that's why I said my heart wants Rhea because I want Rhea for, and I keep saying Bash in Berlin and Bad Blood. We want Rhea back because when the Netflix happens, Rhea's got to be front and center. When that, what's the thing that's happening next week? The Fanatics experience. Rhea was the front cover of it. Right. So if she doesn't get the title and Liv is doing something while she's walking around with Dom, it's going to be more shenanigans. But having Fanatics with the belt is that more stake in it because our tickets sold out. Rhea is arguably the bigger star, but Liv is on her coattails in a good way. You know what I mean? So do you keep the momentum of Liv and let this keep playing through? Because honestly, they're the two women in the title feud right now.
Mm-hmm.
Who else can you add in this mix if you take one of them out? You can't. Because this is the one we probably want to see for the next 3 to 4 months. Because this story has so much
exactly
to it.
Exactly. And that's the biggest thing. Like, it's not just for the title. You got the belt. I want the belt. I'm the champion. I'm better than you. Nah, there's some stuff involved.
Because Zelina is dealing with they call her the forehead women.
She can't catch a break. She got jumped the other day. I said, come on, man. Why y'all do that to that girl?
Yep. But she seemed like she was going to be. But I was like, oh, that would be a nice contender until Rhea came back. Because, Zelina going to give you a decent feud, a filler feud, as they like to call it.
There you go. Yep.
I just, in my back of my mind, I'm like, which way am I not thinking? Tiffany Stratton's on SummerSlam. What better way? Rhea Ripley loses by BS, and then she riptides her, and all of a sudden you hear, it's Tiffany time. The crowd is going to lose their mind.
Bro, stop stalling.
Who's
right? Yeah, he's not answering.
He's tiptoeing. I said not to tiptoe, brother. He's giving us all these scenarios. Answer the question.
Tiptoeing in the Jordans.
Give me Rhea. I want Rhea.
Okay. All right.
Give me.
So you saying brother Brandon saying Rhea. Everything you said is absolutely true, but it's scary because it's like, dang it, this isn't as simple as it used to be.
Nope.
You going Rhea? You going Rhea? Brother Hugh, you going who?
My heart says Rhea, but I'm gonna go Liv.
Look, now you tiptoeing. You going to live, and I'm going to live Morgan too. I think somehow she's just getting started with this. I think because of what has happened as far as the shenanigans, it's made her like that much. She probably would have lost if Dom had was like, I'm going to go with Liv and I'm going to be with her from now on. I think her guard would have been down. Now, I don't think she ready to start going to crazy mode. Got to choose my words wisely. And I was like, that she started to look creepy. And I was like, so I think that's going to be that edge that keeps her as world champion just for a little while longer. Whew, man, brothers, we getting through this. We're making some good time. This is not going the way I assumed it was going to go. We thought we was going to talk some straight up wrestling today. Nope. It's nothing but shenanigans everywhere. But it's kind of our wheelhouse. Like, this is kind of what we do. Shenanigans.
What was
main
that
event?
Hey, never made that something
That was
my life.
We get to the main event. You talk about finishing school. Solo Sikoa is finally here. You know what I mean? He went from being lackey to right hand to the main event of SummerSlam. Big deal. It shows you that they're investing in their young talent early. Another Triple H guy, another guy that wasn't even supposed to be involved in this whole storyline, but he was too good to be left out. Roman asked for his cousin, and here we are. But now the self-proclaimed tribal chief is in the main events of WrestleMania at SummerSlam against the undisputed WWE champion Cody Raheem Rhodes. Do we have to say anything about this situation? Because once again, I don't think this is not going to end as a wrestling match. We know it's going to be shenanigans. Now, a few weeks ago, brothers, we made it very clear. Roman Reigns is coming back at SummerSlam in some way, shape, or form. The question is how? How long does this match go on before we see the next chapter of this saga take its place? Because I got a feeling, I got an idea of what might happen, but I want to hear what you guys think, because every time I think I got stuff figured out, Brother Hugh say something, I'm throwing off. Brother Brandon say something, and I'm throwing off. And then we sitting here for another 20 minutes trying to figure this out. So, brothers,
I'm gonna just say this. I'll just say this to throw you off. Cody Raheem Rhodes. Start early. Yeah, Cody Raheem Rhodes retains because of overbooking and the bloodline can't get in sync. And then when the credits are about to hit, that's when Roman Reigns music hits. It hits us with the Triple H thing.
I think that's the vibe. I think that's what we're all like overarching. I think it's obvious in some way, shape, or form Cody's most likely going to retain. But
I think he retains because it's too much shenanigans.
That too, because these guys are wild. They're unhinged. There's no strategy to what they do. They're just violent. They're unhinged, as Paul Heyman. Brother Hugh, do you agree? This is like the wind up. This is like, you know how you wind up at bat, like you just wait for the pitcher to get outside the box, because this conversation is going to go left field before it even goes right. But where do you see it ending? We're gonna start from the end, and we're just gonna go from there to the beginning.
Roman shows up, but he doesn't get physical.
Okay, so that's a different twist, because I wasn't expecting you to say that.
I'm conflicted because I know we get a bunch of returns, because I'm thinking KO comes back, Randy comes back, of course, and then of course Roman Reigns. But do we get a debut? Do we get a debut also? Or is that too much?
I'm almost convinced of it. I
forgot about that.
I think we get another bloodline. I think we have two bloodlines. I'm just gonna go out and say it. I was gonna wait.
But I forgot to include Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy's
cleared, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a lot though. That's a lot.
That's
what, four people returning. Well, they did it at WrestleMania for the most part.
You just think about it. When Triple H is trying to create history, right? Shane McMahon just showed up in Tony Khan's office. You know what I mean? Like Triple H is he's guns of black. Him and Tony Khan. I told you, Tony Khan is like they're the world tag team champions of business and professional wrestling right now. When you see their faces, when I saw them in England with the mayor, and they were like, yeah, the WWE is going to bring WrestleMania to England, and they just smirk. And I said, look at these guys, look at their faces. They're doing this on freaking purpose. They know what they're doing. Those two guys are dangerous together. So there's no limits. There's no limits that I don't think that they'll go to just to get a point across.
Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He might be coming back, buddy.
You think so?
He might be coming. The final boss, bro. He stopped shooting. He finished. He finished the first movie.
Oh shoot! And I forgot he's back.
He finished, bro. So he might show up and do something too.
And Cena's free too. Cena's free.
Cena's doing his farewell.
Super Cena. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. His farewell tour is kicking off in 2025.
It's too much going on.
See, there you go. See, I told you. See, everybody was comfortable, and then it's like, nope, never mind. I don't know what to trust anymore.
That's why I says I think Cody's gonna retain because of his Tongans gonna misfire or something.
Notice you keep calling him his Tongans, right?
Mm-hmm. He's making it clear that that's his Tongans.
Hired guns because their father was just as nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Haku, one of the toughest guys in the business of professional wrestling history. They told you there's two guys you know. One of them is Haku.
KO gonna come back and fight Jacob Fire too, so that way they can have a.
That's what I need. I need that though.
Yeah, I think that's coming.
Yeah, I think the world wants to see that.
I think we get another WrestleMania like finish. Just made a bit.
Exactly.
Like,
now, I'm almost 100%. I'm almost 100% sure this is not going to happen. But what if Cody loses the title?
The world would be in an uproar.
It would be an easy way to put it back on Roman.
No, it wouldn't. Think about it.
Yes, it would.
Roman is scared of Solo.
I mean, not necessarily. Yeah, you're right. That's tough. I mean,
but
Roman's
he
also
also
not no punk either, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
if he just hands the belt over to him and say, "Here you go,"
no, that would be a waste.
It can't happen. It can't. You can't build up. You can't build Solo up to be a punk, bro. No.
Yeah, that'd be some WCW type stuff.
What did Solo say? He looked at him like, "Get the job done." Remember at WrestleMania, he was bad the whole time.
But why would he insult Roman? He didn't have to. He could have easily said, "Look, while Roman's gone, I'm in charge now. That's why I'm gonna do this." He took shots at Roman. Roman couldn't get the job done.
He did.
I was like, wait a minute.
Times.
I'm like, wait a minute, because I was shocked when he said that.
I'll be here, or something. You know where to find me, or something. I said, he calling him up.
I assumed he was like, well, shoot, Roman's out, so I'm the heir. So right now, I'm the one here to handle business, and that was the angle. And sometimes you might get carried away. He's like, oh nah, Roman wasn't man enough to be this and provide for the family. I said, who?
And he took his own brother out. He took his own brother out and replaced the whole line.
I'm sorry. Went and got his cousins from the other island. I said, bro, this is what we're doing? Went and got Uncle Haku's children. And he's got another child on the way. And first of all, there's no shortage of Tongans or Samoans. I know why he's Fatu's. Said just take your pick.
Are y'all still iffy on Jacob though?
No. I'm not iffy on Jacob.
What if he was sent by Roman to infiltrate the system?
We gotta wrap this up.
I'm just thinking about all types of foolishness right now. But
it's gonna be so much shenanigans.
You talking about the guy who gave Randy Orton the thumbs down? That guy's running the show. So you're not above that idea. I'm like, yo, that could be a thing. He gonna be like, Solo, didn't everybody pledge their allegiance to you? He's like, yeah, they pledged. He said, are you sure? And like, Jacob Fatu could turn on him.
So we get
where did he get the lay from? Where did he get the lay from?
Roman. He said, where did he get the what?
The lay, isn't it called the lay? Because wasn't Jacob Fatu the one that had it?
Yeah. He brought it with him and gave it to him. Oh shoot, where did he get it from? Got it from Roman.
So we get Tala Tonga debut and then Jacob turn, and then Roman comes out.
Probably. I don't know. I can't keep up with stuff.
And then Zillow Fatu comes in to hit him with the real Samoan spike.
Nah, Zilla's a champion. He ain't going. You know what I mean?
That don't mean nothing in WWE. The Good Brothers was champion. He was still
green. He just started wrestling like 2 months ago.
Don't matter.
That is true though.
You're right. It don't matter.
On the job training.
Yeah.
They absorb it. They absorb it.
I can't keep up with this.
They low key did it with Solo on the main roster.
True.
He learned.
Crap.
I mean, he had the wrestling down. They just had to give him the WWE experience, and he got that real quick because he's taking it all. Yeah.
I quit.
Mhm.
Hey,
I
yo.
don't care anymore.
Just pause.
With that being said, this didn't go the way I thought it, but we're going to end on one last major question, and this is a hard-hitting one.
Okay.
This is a hard-hitting one. With all that's going
286
on,
viewers. 286 viewers.
it's a lot going on right now. Yeah, so definitely a lot going on. With all the craziness, gentlemen, which match is going to steal the show? That's right. I went there. It's a lot of hotness right now. Everybody's not going to be great. We're probably going to get everybody's best foot forward. Everyone's going to go out there with the same intention. I'm not here to play team ball. I'm here to shut it down, to give these fans this moments to set us up for the next couple of months as we go into the next, PLE and so on and so forth. But as you see this, which match are you going to watch and go, oh my goodness, that was the best match on the card? It doesn't matter about the moves and the skills and it doesn't matter.
That was my question. I was about to say wrestling or
nope.
Entertainment wise,
we're here for the show. Both. When I mean by we're here for the show, I'm saying that the perfect combination of both, because you could see a great wrestling match and be like, yeah, that was cool and all, but shoot, the dusty finish was what we're talking about, right?
Oh my gosh. Which
match do you believe? Because think about it. You look at Cody and Solo and say, well, that doesn't have a whole lot of drawing power to it because, Cody's Cody, but Solo is Solo. But once again, you don't know what's attached to that whole situation. It could be Roman. It could be like that. You add Roman, you add The Rock. That situation immediately becomes bigger than anything else on the card, right?
Absolutely.
And then you look at CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. The list that they're going to go to as veterans to get this point across that, we hate each other and we're going to give the fans a show. And then you got Seth Rollins in the middle dancing. You kidding me? And then who knows what he might end up doing? You know what I mean? That might steal the show. But then you have the women. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley both have a lot to prove. Liv Morgan getting back to this space where she's being seriously considered like, okay, no, we're taking her seriously now. And Rhea Ripley coming back from a crazy injury, trying to reclaim her spot. They might go out there and steal the show. Or you have Bayley and Nia Jax, same situation. We both have gotten back to this space again. We're back at the top of the mountain, and we want to stake our claim.
I quit.
And then you got, no, I'm not done. No, you can't quit. You're almost done. You can't quit. You can't quit. Because then you got the superstar LA Knight, and then you got the freaking megastar in talented Logan Paul that just knows how to get the reaction out of any and everybody. And his shenanigans, they might do something to steal the show. He's flipping, he's flopping, he's doing all kinds of stuff. And then you have Bron Breakker, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's a veteran. Bron Breakker's young, hungry, and trust me, that IC title was just a pit stop. Let it not be known. You know what I mean? That who knows what they might pull out this. And I don't know if Triple H holds his town back. Like, look, so we're not gonna do all this because we gotta set this up. Don't do this, don't do that, because you got another match after you. We can't have everybody hyped up for that and then they exhausted for the next match. Be a team player. We don't know if that's how he operates. And then you got Gunther and Damien Priest. Damien Priest has a lot of momentum. Gunther is Gunther. But Damien Priest has a lot of momentum right now. He knows he has document. He knows he has to make up for that botch he had. He's in a good space, and his story might overshadow everything that happens tonight. Somebody's got to tell me which match is going to steal the show. Now you can quit, brother. I'm exhausted, bro. I told y'all that I was excited about SummerSlam, and this is where we are. This thrown me off, bro. I don't remember from 7 matches straight. We've got 5 matches, 6, but this is 5, 6, 7. I'm like, yo, this is going to be absolutely insane. I'm looking forward to every last one of these matches, but which one is going to steal the show?
I feel like Rhea and Liv.
Really?
There's a lot that can go on.
Mm-hmm.
That's I don't know. Hold on.
See,
I feel like Cody and
Solo.
Cody and Solo, like we kind of anticipate what's going to happen.
Sure.
We kind of know, or we think we know what's going to happen already.
Got it.
But this whole Liv Rhea situation with Finn and Dom is still a complete mystery. So
there's a lot of unanswered questions, and people love drama.
Right. That could be the match to steal the show.
Okay, fair enough.
Just
I
for
can
that
see
reason.
that. I can see that.
Because everything else we pretty much can kind of come up with some sort of reasoning to it.
Sure.
Like, look, all right, CM Punk, DM Hunk is like, all right, cool, whatever. But Liv and Rhea, to me, is the most confusing situation for me. It's just a mystery to me. Because I can't trust Dom.
There you go.
I can't trust Finn.
I can't
trust Liv.
There you go.
The only one I can really trust in this situation is Rhea.
There you go. She's yeah.
I don't know. It's just up in the air to me.
Wow. Brother Brandon, what you got, brother?
So I think Cody and Solo could have vibes of being overbooked or copy and paste from WrestleMania because of all.
Is there
the
such thing as being overbooked, really?
You know what I mean? Like so many shenanigans to the point you're like, okay.
WCW style.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Could it copy and paste that vibe? So, as much as we got too much speculation for that match. So no matter how good Solo wrestles, how good Cody wrestles, we're going to be looking.
We know it. We're going to talk about what happened at the end.
Yeah. Bayley and Nia will be one of those matches that everybody always talk about how good Bayley is. So that's a foregone conclusion. It's going to be a good match. She's going to make Nia look like $1 million regardless of what happens. Logan Paul, LA Knight, same thing. Braun Breaker, if he doesn't get the title, he's going to become an afterthought. So people are going to be looking for that. Destroy Sami Zayn.
You know how violent he's going to be if he loses?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Can I finish the statement? So
I mean, you said afterthought.
Yeah, because think about it. You can't put him back with that title again because two straight losses. What are you going to do now? What you going to do next? Oh, you already gave the reason why you didn't win the first time. So now you're going to go on the whole, let me spear him again. Like that.
He's going to beat up. He's done it before.
But listen to what I'm saying. If he doesn't win it this time, what's going to be to get behind him and want to see it again?
I'm going to tell you why that doesn't work. History lesson. Tommy Dreamer Raven. Yeah. Tommy Dreamer chased Raven for 6 years. Tommy Dreamer beat him once at the end of ECW.
That is the worst analogy ever because Tommy Dreamer gimmick is I'm chasing.
It worked though. Like it works. Like that ECW audience never was not behind Tommy because every time they wrestled, they had him thinking that he almost had a shot. It's like wrestling Ric Flair. You thought you had a shot to win. So
but the difference is Braun Breaker already said, I messed up the first one. I'm not. I got a more vicious streak. I got all this. He loses again to Sami. Who's going to want to watch that match again? How do you put more stake into him again? Because now he just becomes okay, move on. I don't want to see this match again because he lost two straight times.
I think Triple H and those guys might be able to figure it out. They've been you kept the storyline going for 4.5 years.
But that's why I said he gets it. That's why I said he gets the title in this because another match, I'm not going to be vested in it. It's probably going to lose.
If a babyface lost, it probably wouldn't be. But he's crazy behind. He gonna find a way.
Does Dragunov get involved?
Not with this match.
Yeah, I don't know. And I guess we still got.
I don't think he should, but hey, you never know. That could be something too.
He's a contender. But
there you go. Yeah, Drew he's in the mix.
Drew and I hope Punk stays healthy and don't get hurt.
That's what I'm hoping too. That's another thing.
Just let them destroy each other. So we gotta expect that.
Yeah.
Rhea and Liv is a lot of questionable things, but I think the match that's going to steal the show is going to be Damien and Gunther because they have the most to prove. They have the most to prove. They're going to make sure that they are the focal point of I don't want to say of the show, but they're going to be the one. They got to prove something to themselves. Not only this is a world title that I'm contending for, this is a big deal. I'm the king of the ring. I'm fighting a fighting world champion. He's going at it on his own. It's a lot of stake in this that I think that they're going to boost this up on the pedestal that this is going to be the match that's going to steal the show. No matter where it is in the card, you're going to come out of it saying, oh, there were good matches. But, man, did you see what Gunther? He chopped Damien Priest's chest to blood.
Like, that's what I was saying, though, from like a wrestling perspective. Like wrestling, or more of a like entertainment perspective. Because you see what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
I agree with you with that. Like, if you're looking at it that way from a wrestling perspective, yeah, Damien and Gunther is going to take it. Going to take the show. But what's really going to make you be like, think like when you think of SummerSlam, are you going to think about them first, or are you going to think about, of course,
the return of Roman Reigns,
or
but that's what I'm saying. You got to do something.
Turn it on Rhea. Yeah, like I don't.
You're going to think about Damien Priest's chest looking like hamburger meat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to think about how hard Damien spin kicked him and almost knocked him out. You're going to think about when he hit him with the self of heaven off the top. You're going to think about they're going to hit you with those moments and you're like, oh, now wait a minute. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be part of that entertainment or wrestling aspect. It's going to be a good mix. Everybody else is going to be heavy on one side and not the other. Because think about it, we still talking about Gunther versus Sheamus match. We still talking about Gunther versus Drew. We talk about the triple threat match. We talk about these Gunther matches that he had as Intercontinental Champion, and they were on the card with a lot of other stacked stuff.
Yeah, you probably right. I think
we keep going back. Yeah, we keep going back to. Well, dang, that was a good Gunther. Even though they were, I don't want to say they weren't every month. It was like even his matches on Raw. You're like, oh, wait a minute, him and Chad Gable. Look how you remember them matches. You probably couldn't tell me nothing else that happened on Raw that night, but you could tell me about Gunther and Chad Gable.
Yeah, I don't know, Brother Hugh. Brother Brandon swayed me to the left. He might got a point because Gunther has stolen a lot of shows. Like I said, I was thinking about Clash of the Castle with him and Drew and Sheamus. I was like, yo, he does.
And that was a show with Drew and and Roman on it.
Yeah. That
like you had. And even so, and I'm gonna just say this, like, even when Jey Uso fought for the Intercontinental title, remember that match he had on Raw? We were like, oh, wait a minute, he might he have a chance. You know what I mean? Like we were all like, oh, okay. Because Gunther he draws you into that match. It's something about him. He just draws you in. One of my favorite matches, and I keep saying it, was him versus Tommaso Ciampa. I still remember that match, and I will still go back and watch that match because those two were perfect dance partners for each other at that time.
Shoot, him and Ilya Dragunov. Jeez.
That's my favorite.
That last NXT takeover is like burnt in my brain. That was the best match Karrion Kross has ever had in his WWE career. Gunther losing, that was so well executed, and I was like, yo, that's how you because I saw him and I was like, I knew of Dragunov, like I'm familiar with him, but I didn't know him. I didn't watch his stuff in NXT UK. But when he came over, and I was like, well, how is this guy going to be? And then I saw his video package. I was like, oh, he's one of the little violent ones. And then I'm telling you, and he chopped him down the sides. I'm telling you, I was like, oh yeah, he's. Yeah, I was like, stop. He caught him slipping and he tapped. I was like, oh yeah, he got him. I was like, but and it once again, it made sense. But Gunther is a show stealer. So it's crazy. It's 300 people are kind of watching what we're doing right now. This is time for us to say so long. But we'll sing just one more song. Thanks for doing your part. You sure are smart. You know, with me and you and my dog Blue, you can do anything that you want to do. Shout out to Steve from Blue's Clues.
Straight up.
Brandon was so confused. He's like, where? He's like, where did that even come from?
Right, that was. You would say, "It's time for me to say goodbye to all my."
Brandon was watching me like, how far are they going to keep going? Is he going to keep? Yeah. Does he know all the words to that? This is what's going on. Yes, I do. It's okay.
That is true. Yeah,
that's perfect.
Brothers, this is going to be absolutely insane. We talked about it. We talked about it last week on the show. Too High for TV, which was an insane show that we did, but SummerSlam is definitely going to be too hot for TV.
What is he doing? What are you doing?
And then washing dishes.
Right.
You making a lot of fuzzy. That's what threw me off. I thought that was
right. It looked like he washing the car. What are you doing?
I'm just taking care of my dog. My dog's in the
okay. Shining up real nice.
That's not Dolph Ziggler belt.
What you mean? That definitely is.
That's not Dolph
Yeah,
Ziggler.
I knew it. I told you.
Yeah.
I knew it. I told you. I knew it.
That
He
one?
tried to convince me. He tried to convince me that other belt buckle. I said, no, it's not. I know exactly what it is. Look at that thing. That thing's
What is
gorgeous.
that? What is that here? What is that? What is that?
You tell me, brother.
It looks like AEW's international championship. Look at
Let
that.
me go this way. Let me go this way. Hold on. This daggone leather so daggone soft. Hold on.
Oh,
Go
look
that
at
way.
Oh,
My
is it
question
black
is,
and gold? Is it
did
black
you
and
take
gold
the-
though?
Did you take it apart just to show me yesterday, just to put it back on?
Nah, look at that back and go. Ooh.
Oh, it's black
Look at
and
that.
gold.
Ooh.
It's black and gold.
Ooh.
Hold those
Ooh,
vibes.
shut
Nice-
Oh,
nice
Java.
mustard.
Oh,
It's a nice
nice
belt.
and he said nice and mustard.
I told my girls they had another sibling coming, and I'm
You see that right there?
proud.
You said
that's-
that's such
that's-
confidence.
That's what you saw, brother.
It's a belt buckle. I told you I didn't.
Mhm.
I told you it was a belt buckle. You
That's
thought I
not a
was.
belt buckle. There's no way to
You
win
got
this.
another one, son?
It
Oh
is
my
a belt
goodness.
buckle.
Yeah, buddy. It's for you,
Oh,
buddy.
why does it sound that heavy?
Wait, is that
That's-
is that
those are heavy
black?
belt
I just
buckles.
want to know, is it black and gold?
It's definitely black and gold. That's the only
I
feel like
colors that
I feel
represent
like what you
brother
call it.
realness.
I'm gonna get those belt buckles and wear them like a country star.
I hope you do, because that would
Those
actually look.
roaring, turn the lights down low.
So how do you feel about the design of this belt, brother Brandon?
Well, it looks like every belt has a story, doesn't it? It looks like championship culture front and center, because you know you cannot do anything with championship culture not being front and center with that red and black. Oh, look at Real's face. Oh, I thought he did that on purpose. Oh, that's
Right.
More importantly, diamond shape. Oh, is that why I went to the game? It all comes together now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It's red on there. Look at this.
Mhm.
What is the diamonds? Is those stones on each corner? Look at
Ooh,
that.
each corner, right?
Oh, that belt is. Oh my God.
It definitely looks like something you would design, right?
It does. It looks like something I'll probably had my. Oh, is that championship
I
culture
get that
stamp
vibe.
on there with the Wrestling Wrealm logo on it? Oh, and the tip.
You see? Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
the full tip, nothing but
The
the tip.
full. That
It
looks
is.
like a good tribute for you for being, part of championship culture from.
Well, god dang,
The
you take
wrestling-
over a show a couple of times and you get gifts. Look at that.
Uh huh.
It looked
Yeah,
like
you
something
got-
it looked like something you would have, right?
It looked like something I would have designed. Maybe I would have had one too.
Oh,
I don't
Oh
know.
wow, wait a minute.
Oh,
wait a minute.
look at this. Because I look
Mm.
better in red. Oh.
Ooh,
Ooh. Chavo.
it's
Oh,
red
ooh,
hot.
ooh. Ooh, look at mine. Oh, look, I got one too.
You are obsessed with red leather,
Ooh, I am.
It definitely
like
is.
like Eddie Murphy.
Oh.
Look at that, the guy.
Look at that. The cussing
Oh,
yeah.
guy on that bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
I like that a
I
lot. That's
like-
clean.
But wait, are you ready?
Is that
Oh, it's
white, baby?
Oh.
Well, first of all,
Is that gold too?
I told you.
Mm-hmm.
I told you had another one on the way. I said, bro, you have another.
I didn't have it
championship
on the way. It was here. So stop
There
trying
you
to
go.
make me a liar.
He said it was here.
Stop trying to be clear. I said it unboxing. It was
Hold
a
up. Is
big box.
that dual plated?
It is. Oh, you can't see that, can you? Oh, wait a minute. The light might not. It's
Nah,
dual
it
plated.
might.
It's just not black and gold like his. Mine is dual plated. You see that mirror finish on there? Look at that mirror finish. See?
That's
Dual
crazy.
plated means gold and
You got
silver.
AEW vibes going on over there, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Look, maybe you can see it. Look at my Wrestling Wrealm side plate. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. You know, because we.
Good guy. Brandon, the
What's the,
custom guy. Look at that.
yeah, 'cause- and there's no
All day.
red stones on this. There's no
All
red
day.
stones on this.
All day.
All day,
every day.
baby. Ooh, ooh,
Let me
Oh,
see
wait a
this
minute.
one.
oh, oh,
There's another one.
oh,
Ooh, it's another one.
oh, what is
Ooh.
that?
Check
Ooh.
out that color scheme. I think y'all know what's coming next.
Oh, what's coming
I think
next?
Oh, look
Oh
at
my
it.
God. Oh my
Ladies and
God.
gentlemen,
Oh, there it is.
in the building. There we go. Check out the side plates, baby.
Oh, that sounds like that's 4mm.
Mhm. Look at that.
Oh,
Oh, wait, silver, silver, gold, and what else?
oh,
Gold plated.
is that? Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's
Sounds like
clean.
we're a team. It
What?
sounds like like
What's that?
some trio
Let me
belts or something.
Let me
right?
see the flip side. Let me see the flip side.
It's definitely got AEW Ring of Honor vibes going on right now.
Ooh, red
Oh,
baby.
cool.
Oh,
You got the red
You're the
back.
exact opposite of me.
You
Yeah,
gotta
you're the
caress it.
opposite of me.
You gotta caress
leather?
him.
I'm
That
afraid of
casket?
white.
It's red leather. But yeah,
This is kind of,
God dang.
Brother Dwayne, we have a gift for you. You saw it.
Oh, I
already.
noticed. Thank you.
It's just to thank you for participating and taking care of us, during the season 2 of Championship Culture.
I
We'd love to
appreciate
give
it.
you
It's
this
nice
stuff.
to be
Yes, sir.
appreciated. Thank you,
Yes,
brothers.
sir. Yes,
like I
sir.
said, you take over somebody's show every once in a while. Goodness gracious, you get gifts. That is nice. I appreciate you guys. Look at that. Let's take that
Hey.
right there.
And you know what?
And you know
I
what?
love you so much,
just-
bro. I love you so much, bro. I'm throwing another one.
Oh,
It needs a home.
it needs
Yeah,
a home.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So it's waiting.
You know,
Is that black and gold too?
You know,
That's
from
a
Baltimore.
thing.
So you know how we do things. It's no belt left. You know how to do no child left behind. It's no belt
Right.
left behind. No.
Right, right.
Dwayne, I see a theme of some black and gold going on so much.
Yeah, you would think I was an NXT superstar from 2011. Goodness gracious.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look, we got a surprise. We got a couple surprise unveiling unboxings on the show. So once again, Championship Culture coming through in the clutch. I appreciate that. Once again, you know what? You guys get an extra shout out for that. So if you have not checked out Championship Culture Season 2 every Tuesday 8 p.m. You can do so at youtube.com/the Wrestling Wrealm Playlist Championship Culture. You can get a more in-depth look in some of these championship belts that's been unveiled. That's a beauty. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I've
sir.
become quite the belt collector thanks to you guys. And shout out to you, brother guys. Shout out to you, brother Hugh. You guys are doing an excellent job in this space. Too bad we couldn't do an excellent job on trying to figure out what the heck is going to happen at SummerSlam. I thought we had to go back. I sat back and looked at it and said, man, this just didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. But I'm excited. I know you guys are excited. This is going to be very, very fun. I know the fans can't wait to it. I know Brian tried to jump in, but I think he was having technical difficulties. So he was excited. He wanted to jump in, but like I said, who knows what the heck is going on in Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland! But we will definitely know for sure this upcoming Saturday, as of this particular recording on Wednesday, because SummerSlam is going to be absolutely fire, just like this show, just like those championship belts that have been unveiled surprisingly on this show. So
can't wait for Monday.
Oh
yeah, that's
Woo!
in the hometown. Monday
It
Night Raw
happens on
is
Monday.
in Baltimore, Maryland, where Monday Night Raw is going to be on Sci-Fi. I think it might be is the dog show on Raw this week? I mean, on USA this week. Is that what's going on?
There's nothing on USA, is it?
It's all Olympics.
It's all Olympics. Yeah.
Oh, that's probably what it is then. It's Olympic. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think that was Olympics is going on. Because like I said, Raw's gonna be on Sci-Fi in our hometown of Baltimore.
Baltimore. There's no TI in that word. Well,
Nah, we pronounce our T's with D's. It's Baltimore. So join us next week, ladies and gentlemen, for another episode of the Wrestling Wrealm Now podcast. Thank you for joining us. Shout out to everybody that participated in the show. Shout out to Championship Culture. Shout out to Brian H. Shout out to all those who are going to enjoy SummerSlam just like myself and so many others. Stay alive, stay tuned, and follow us on all social media platforms at Wrestling Wrealm. Subscribe to our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube at the Wrestling Wrealm. Once again, Championship Culture every Tuesday, 8 p.m. YouTube.com/Wrestling Wrealm Playlist Championship Culture. And we are out T5000. One more time for my guy, LA Knight. Give it up for him. He's an excellent co-host with us tonight. We out of here. Peace.
Water.